And my controller seems to be doing fine for the most part, I just can't always hold things down all the way. Like if I hold the controller then... or if I hold a button, it will release itself occasionally. These are probably my second least favorite enemies. All the ice enemies are just really bad. Retreat, retreat, re-dead? Or retreat, retread, re-dead. Nice. Oh, man. I don't know what to do about these. Oh, that worked okay. Maybe I can just use bomb arrows for all of them. Yeah, actually, this doesn't seem that bad. I'm glad that I have discovered this, this caveat. And I'm already quite low on arrows. Oh wait, no, I'm not low on arrows. That's just the combination of that bomb bag. Well, how is everyone else doing, besides what games you've been playing? Because I don't know what questions to ask. I'm not a very social person. Is that it? Okay, good. Red Dead. Okay, let me just read that more carefully. Red Dead Retreaction. Excellent. And all I know about Red Dead Redemption is that one of my friends in high school played it a lot. He was a little bit obsessed with it. He was also obsessed with turning into a ladybug and certain ones of Ecoraptor's videos. I think mostly Girl Chan in Paradise. Dad explains everything. Oh gosh. Yeah, you can tell, just by how that stuttered just now, my controller's being a little funky. Which is silly, because it wasn't being funky at all in all my time recording recently for other... Oh gosh. I hate this room. I hate this room very much. Pooh Bear dancing in front of a mirror, but there is... Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That is... that is something. Just with Pooh bowing up and down. I sure hope it's not cutting out for anyone. But since I'm unexperienced... Okay, it seems to be fine for most everyone. That's good. I'm sorry, Moop Soup. I assume that's how you pronounce your name, I'm not positive. Okay, I'm running low on health. That's okay because I have a fairy. I also have the health items, which I'll do something with soon. Okay, let's use our recently discovered cheap method of defeating these. Well, I don't know if it's cheap, it is a method of defeating them. Yeah, okay, this room definitely becomes easier with that. Oh, come on, why are you still alive? When I say die, you die. Frame dropping. Dang it. Yeah, I guess now is as good a time as any to use one of these things. I'll use the rare chew jelly, because I'm kind of curious what happens if you get to the end of this with the fairies tears, because I don't know if the girl at the end will say, oh, you already have fairies tears, I'm not going to give you more of them, or if she just gives you another bottle of them. This is something I could look up if I wanted to. Okay, that was one of my least favorite rooms out of the way. And now we're getting to the good stuff. Okay, are there 3 of them? There are 3 of them down here. No, wait, yeah. It's one of the more difficult ones. I can't tell if this is the last room or not. I don't think it is. I think this might be the second to last. And like everything else in this dungeon, I do a lot with bomb arrows, because the bomb arrows are just kind of cool. The main thing that makes this room and the others like it are just all the iron knuckles or dark nuts or whatever variation these are. They group together too much, so it's hard to attack any one of them at one time. But once they get into their second form, they go faster, so you can separate them a little bit more easily if one of them is faster. Okay, you're at your second phase. That's good. Full heart of damage. Do you mind? Come on over here, guy. They do look like gray Shovel Knights. Shovel Knight is another game that I've played recently, but I already made a video kind of talking about that along with Breath of the Wild, so I don't know if I should restate that here, but I guess I might as well, because who knows who's going to watch that. My Let's Play that has been going on so long. Yeah, my overall thoughts on Shovel Knight are, it does pretty much feel like the best NES game, but that doesn't really mean much to me because I don't think the NES is the greatest system by today's standards. And what I played of it, I found well designed for what it was, but also pretty irritating for some of the wrong reasons, in my opinion. I mean, I can't deny that it's a very cleverly made game. Nope, that was bad. Okay. I could try using more bomb arrows, because those are the best, but I don't think that would help so much in this case. I'm just assuming it wouldn't, because if you could use bomb arrows on everything, then that would kind of break this, the Cave of Ordeals pretty significantly. You can use a spin attack on a lot of things. Oh, nice. Nice attacking there. Just as I was about to charge my spin attack, you attacked. That is good AI. If most of the bosses can be defeated with a downward thrust, then that might be something that I should look into if I play the game again, because I didn't enjoy the bosses very much. I feel like they're too small. It's too small of a target to attack, and then they bounce around everywhere, which is like Mega Man, but at least with Mega Man you have a long-range weapon all the time, with no limitations to it. And I have heard some people say that the expansion for Shovel Knight is better than the game itself. So maybe I could try that at some point. I don't know. Let's try this. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Well, it's not the one that I wanted to attack, but sure, this'll work. Cool, we're onto one-on-one. This makes things way better. I really like the combat in this game. It's so simple for the most part, and then it gets to enemies like this, and it gets kind of crazy. Okay, that's a curious statement to me. You say you feel bad for the devs because they've been putting out, all they've been doing is putting out more content for Shovel Knight. It seems like that's what they've been wanting to do, though. Wait, was that the last floor? I don't think that was the last floor. Okay, no, it wasn't. I was beginning to think that the Cave of Ordeals was a little bit too easy. The anticipation builds. Okay. Bomb arrows. Psst. Everyone loves bomb arrows. Everyone loves Raymond. Everyone loves Rayman. Except for the people who don't. And if you don't, then why not? Expansions have a lot of passion put into them, but I think it's also because if they don't, then they'd be breaking a Kickstarter promise. Yeah, I guess I can see that. I hope that they're enjoying themselves. If I were to recommend any Rayman games, well, a lot of people seem to really like Rayman Legends, which is fair enough, because it seems to have all of the elements of a good game, but I personally prefer Rayman Origins because there's more of an adventure aspect to it. You don't just start out with everything in the game. You actually have to go through and unlock everything. Like, unlock all of your moves, and the worlds aren't as easy to get all of them with, because I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. I feel like with Rayman Legends, you can just beat a few levels and then a whole bunch of them open up, and it takes no time at all to unlock basically everything. But Origins is more linear, and I like the linear aspect of it to an extent. And I like when games have freedom, but I also like when there's progression. And then, yeah, Rayman 2 would be my favorite of the 3D ones. Of course, I say favorite when there's really only 2 3D ones, as far as I know. Rayman 2 is, from what I recall, flawed in presentation, but still really good. Definitely has a mystical feel to it. It's a game that I played a lot as a kid, and that's... I think I listed that in my list of games that I want to LP in the future. And of course it's got the amazing single loom, which I would like to say lum, but apparently it's loom. That single loom that gets you to 1,000, that is ridiculous to find. And that's the only way to 100% the game.